gymnastics in 3 years, but tonight Nebraska and Iowa State renewed their rivalry for the 115th meeting on a frigid Friday night in Central.
No, it should be a great matchup between these two teams.
Iowa State coming off a very good season last year. Here's their vault lineup. Ariana Orrego, Josie Bergstrom, Hannah Loyam, the two freshmen will get a crack at it in the middle there before Emily Hong, Kelsey Boychuk, and Kayla Maxwell finish it off with some experience. You noted in the open that no Addie DeJesus for the vault, and that was perhaps her best event last season.
Cyclones are missing a few crucial competitors on this event, but let's see if the freshmen can step up and really contribute to the team on this event. This was their best event last season, with a total ranking of being 11th in the nation after the whole season. So it should be exciting to see how they do this season.
Nebraska will start on the bars. They'll start it off with Emma Spence, who will be an all-arounder tonight. Martina Comine and Kylie Pieringer there in the middle before Asia Hall, another freshman. And then Kinsey Roby also participating in all 4 events tonight. And Kinsey Davis will finish things off for the Big Red.
A fairly young lineup, so it should be interesting to see how the nerves are handled as they come out on bars being their first event. But I know I'm excited, and I'm sure all the freshmen are as well.
You mentioned that vault was the best event for Iowa State last season. They tied for 11th in the country with an average score of 49.275. Iowa State is ranked 20th in the WCGA preseason poll. There you look at the top 10. You see a couple of Big 12 teams in there. Oklahoma 3rd and Denver 10th. Denver, a gymnastics-only member of the Big 12, before Iowa State in there at number 20. And plenty of Big 10 foes in that top 20 as well. Nebraska's got a tough go of things in their schedule this season as well. The last 5 in that top 25 poll on the screen in front of you, but Iowa State definitely has some high expectations this year, coming off of a great season last year, 21st in the nation. It was their 4th straight year that they were in the top 25 at the end of the year.
And I know they're looking to do the same this season.
So there on your screen, you see the points of emphasis in the vault scores. What exactly are we looking for here?
On vault, the judges are really looking for that big amplitude. So just really looking for height off of the table as well as distance from the table. And of course, that infamous college stick and finish. It is important to note that Phoebe Turner, Sophia Steinmeier, and Addie DeJesus are missing from this vault lineup, but as I mentioned, there are several members of this Iowa State Cyclones team that are stepping up and should put on a great performance.
It'll start with Ariana Orrego.
Ari has improved her powers so much since her freshman year, so great person to lead off this event. Great fold, big hop back, but that's an awesome start for the Cyclones. You know, it's not uncharacteristic to have a lot more energy with this first meet, a little bit more jitters, but that is a great start and a great vault. So should be looking to nail that landing a little bit later in the season, but she should be very proud of herself.
We head over to Nebraska on the uneven bars. Catherine Thaler gets things started.
One thing to look for on the uneven bars is really hitting those handstands. So seeing that vertical line above the bar. She has a beautiful transition right there. One thing this Nebraska team does amazing is really seeing those long lines. As you can see, a beautiful hit handstand. Gearing up for her dismount here. Stuck landing. You could not have expected a better routine coming from Catherine.
A lot of excitement from the Nebraska team on that routine. Great way to start the season.
You could see the excitement in the girls' faces as they ran to her and celebrated. I know they were just as excited as she was for that routine.
Iowa State on the vault. Josie Bergstrom next in line.
Josie is the only member on this Cyclones team that is from Iowa, so I'm sure she's going to be a crowd favorite this season. She will be competing a Yurchenko full, same as Ari just did. Beautiful position. Holy cow, that is the type of vault that you would love to see, how her hips were really nice and open with a straight body throughout the air. She did have a nice hop on the landing, so that will be a deduction, but another great vault put up by the Cyclones.
That's her first ever event as a collegiate gymnast.
That must feel great. She handled the nerves well. I know competing in club gymnastics is a little bit different than college. There's a little bit more energy, a little bit louder, so she handled her nerves fabulously.
Back to the big red on the uneven bars, Clara Colombo is next up.
A 9.725 by Catherine, her teammate prior. This is one of the routines that I'm looking forward to the most for the Huskers bar lineup. She has a very unique routine that you'll see. She does an eagle grip, so an inverted grip than you normally see with these college athletes. You'll see coming up right away. Here's that eagle grip right into a piked Jaeger. Beautiful height. Right into a cast handstand. A little bit of a check there. Great save though. You'll see a lot of the Huskers do a combination into their dismount. Here's that eagle grip again, combining it right into her dismount, double tuck. Another stuck landing from the Huskers. Again, the excitement tells it all from the girls' faces.
Clara Colombo finishes her routine with a stuck landing.
You can see that replay of beautiful dismount. Great height, great distance from the bar. Awesome job. Hannah Loyam just finished off her college debut with a huge Yurchenko full. See a replay right here. Again, beautiful position. Her chest was a little bit down on the landing, but that stuck landing has to feel good for your college debut. And she is a stud to look out for, not only this season, but her entire career for the Cyclones. She should be making a huge impact, and hopefully all around later this season, as well as her entire career. Great start by the freshman, Hannah.
Yeah, she was so ready to go that she got there before we did.
I don't blame her. With that type of vault waiting, she was just ready to go.
Nebraska preparing the uneven bars. Emma Spence, get our first glimpse at their freshman to watch. Spence comes to the Huskers from Cambridge, Ontario, Canada.
One thing this meet is filled with, both from the Cyclones and the Huskers, is a lot of international competitors, which is really exciting to see since they don't have a college program like the United States does. So very cool that they get an opportunity to compete for the NCAA. Getting ready for her routine. Nice, beautiful handstand. Nice Maloney up to the high bar, straight back down to a pack. And again, you're seeing from the Huskers, beautiful lines, super long and elegant. The way that they work their bar routines is just textbook. Giant full right into a double tuck. Small hop on the landing, but nonetheless, a beautiful routine. Great way to start off your collegiate career.
You'll see plenty of Emma Spence tonight. She's debuting as an all-arounder now to Iowa State's vault.
Emily Hong just put up a great Yurchenko full against little small hop back, and a little bit pikey on the landing is why she had to take that hop, but you rather see them over-rotate than crunching those ankles early on in the season. That landing will come as the season progresses, and Emily was a great contributor to the team last season on vault, and I'm sure she will be putting up great scores for the team this season.
She got a 10 from the young Cyclones in the crowd there.
I mean, if that doesn't steal your heart, I don't know what will. I say they can be the judges for all NCAA.
I think we'd see a lot more 10s.
Yeah, definitely. A little bit more excitement.
Next up on the uneven bars for Nebraska is Kinsey Roby.
Now, Kinsey is a veteran. She is going to be competing all around and a lot this season. And she has always been a great contributor to this team. And she redshirted her sophomore year, and this will be her 5th year in competition for the Huskers. And I'm sure she's just eager to see what this team has in store. Unfortunately, they did have a lower ranking than they normally do, but they had a few hiccups, and with this incoming freshman class, it should be really great. I talked to Heather Brink, the head coach, prior to the meet, and she said the first meet is always unexpected, and you're not really unsure you're unsure how it's going to go, despite how much you tell the team and prepare the team, and how much these seniors lead the team and have them expect what to have. But it's such a unique experience, and she's really looking forward to this team to share that experience together. Kinsey up now on bars. She starts off with a Jaeger. Beautiful. Oh, shoot. She was really fighting for that handstand, but just had a little bit too much power. Tried to recover, but couldn't quite get there. One thing I really appreciate about Kinsey's gymnastics is she's really aggressive and just attacks every skill that she does. The Huskers are going to miss this score, but it's important that she finishes because, as we mentioned before, there are 6 people up and 5 scores count, so in case there is another fall, hopefully not. If there is another fall, though, she has to make sure she finishes strong. Gymnasts only have 30 seconds to get back up on the bar, so you could see her coach there gearing her up. And now it's really hard. Bars is such an event. There she hits the handstand. Beautiful. It's an event that you really build momentum off of, and it's hard to lose that rhythm once one skill is a little bit off, but she's doing a fabulous job of recovering this. Now, her double layout is one of my favorite in the NCAA. Beautiful, a little small hop, but she recovered great, and that just shows how the veterans are able to handle pressure and really recover from those mistakes. Falls are bound to happen, but she did a great job.
Kelsey Boychuk now running to the table for Iowa State.
Kelsey is just competing a Yurchenko full today, but she is capable of a 1.5, hopefully adding that in later this season. You could see she was a little bit short on the landing. She tried to flare out, see that landing, but was just a little bit under-rotated. Still a huge vault nonetheless. A replay of that. You can see she closed her shoulders just a little bit on the vault table, which led to that under-rotation. But still, it's good to see the girls landing on their feet for this first meet.
Kinsey Davis next up on the uneven bars for Nebraska. Davis will compete in 3 events tonight.
Kinsey Davis is a rock star on this event. Last season, her high score was a 9.95, and she's only a sophomore, so I'm sure that 10.0 is in the back of her mind as she progresses throughout her collegiate career, and hopefully she finds that. I know she's more than capable of that. She has a really fun connection as well, right from the beginning. Another thing that I love about the Nebraska bar lineup is the diversity. A lot of times in collegiate gymnastics, it's easy to see the same repetitive routines, but they do a great job at switching up the release moves and switching up the combinations. Right up to an uprise clear hip, you're gonna see a beautiful Hindorf. Great amplitude. Little tiny bit short on that handstand. Beautiful bail over to the low bar. Now just the dismount left. You're gonna see a double A, gearing up for that. Awesome stuck dismount. It is so hard, you can see the excitement clearly. It is so hard to come back after a fall, but This sophomore did a fabulous job, just like a veteran. You can see the excitement and joy in her eyes and her teammates.
The Kayla Maxwell finishes off Iowa State's vault portion of the evening.
Michaela is going to be the only 1.5 you see in the Cyclones lineup today, and it is a huge vault. She is capable of big things on this event. She got a 9.925 4 times last season, which is a massive score. Hoping to do that again. Beautiful vault. Just a tiniest little hop on the landing, but she did great, and clearly the girls are excited about that. Here's a replay of that 1.5. It's a blind landing, so it's a little bit harder, but you can see that she's trying to look for that landing and see where she's gonna land. Great job by Kayla Maxwell.
Nebraska's final competitor on the bars, Emma Simpson, a freshman from Dallas, makes her lone appearance of the night.
Emma has strong potential in the all-around. She was one of the best all-around competitors in the state of Texas in JO, and as you said, she is a freshman, and as we mentioned before, this is the largest Nebraska team that the school has had in the history of the Husker program. And Heather Brink, when I was talking to her, said that the reason behind this was to build depth. And, you know, sometimes having a bigger team can be an additional positive, or sometimes it can be a little bit of a drawback. But she said that so far it has been extremely positive and beneficial to kind of push the girls in the gym and out of the gym. So far, a beautiful routine by the freshman, making her college debut. A little bit short on the handstand. Seems like she's a little bit hesitant. Gearing up for that dismount now. Big step on the landing, but she should be really proud. She made it through her college debut, and bars is a hard event to start on. As we mentioned on Kinsey's routine, it's one of those that you get into your rhythm, and if you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. But she seemed to set in that rhythm very well, as you can see through this dismount. She did lack a little bit of rotation, which is why she had to pike down on the landing and have that hop, but awesome routine for the freshman.
We're through with rotation 1 from Hilton Coliseum in Ames. Nebraska will head to the vault. Iowa State to the uneven bars. When we return, this is